Hello and welcome to the Professional Times. And we have a very special guest today, Mr. N.J. Reddy, who is the founder of Yoga Pranavidya. Mr. Reddy, welcome to the show. We're very happy, very glad to have you on show. We would like to understand more about yourself, how you started your journey from Indian Air Force to Yoga Pranavidya, and how the journey has begun. What is your experience in that?
Atma Namaste, Kshitij Verma ji. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. The journey started maybe much earlier in search of solutions to the issues which we face in life. And while in Indian Air Force itself, I was looking for solutions for health issues like migraine, other issues. I was affected by migraine for a prolonged period of time, many decades. I did not find a lasting solution to it. I was searching from various alternative methodologies because mainstream medicine, which we called that time, was not addressing it. It was recurring very frequently, yearly, 3-4 times. It came to a stage that I was looking for some alternative solutions like naturopathy, acupressure and magnetotherapy. That was a time where I landed into understanding the energy body and psychosomatic ailments. Then I realized when I got into knowing this system, understanding the system and doing little bit practices like rhythmic yogic breathing, exercise of course we used to do quite a bit in services, and practicing techniques like planetary peace meditation, forgiveness sadhana. Suddenly I realized we have a healing system to heal, and I was starting healing people also by adjusting and helping them in managing their energy bodies. But to our surprise, after 1 year, after I started doing this, my wife actually noticed that I did not get migraine for full 1 year. Even before I did anything to do with the technique of healing oneself. I wanted to use the technique to heal myself by knowing the protocols of Yoga Pranavidya, but by practicing certain simple things like breathing and forgiveness and meditation and healing others, it's in giving you receive. I understood. When I realized 1 year later, in 94 I came to know about this system. 95, I realized I think there's a greater work for me because it is handling psychosomatic ailments, and body has ability to heal itself, and energy accelerate the healing process was really understood by me, and it is giving you receive also was understood. And that's the time I realized I must do a greater work in this field. It's a need for the present generations, all walks of life, people need it. So I got into it and I practiced it. At some time I started full-time work into Yoga Pranavidya, and we integrated all the methods. The thing is like this, there are many ways you can handle. Like a mother wants to handle the condition of a child, it's not just one way that she handles. She will acquire herself with all capabilities to handle the situation of the child. In the same way, Yoga Pranavidya is an integrated approach. It is holistic in terms of body, mind and soul, and it is integrated. It uses all the techniques right from physical to meditation to forgiveness to breathing, etc. It is holistic, it is integrated, and at the same time it is complementary. Very important point is complementary. It can go along with any other medicinal system in conjunction with it, and by itself if one can get improved, it becomes an alternative system. In serious cases it can go along with other modes of treatment. That's what the meaning of complementary. So we have really integrated all that is required, and we are continuously upgrading ourselves to be called a Yoga Pranavidya system, and we are doing all that is required, research all that is required, and we are implementing all that is required by modern science validation, and all that we have integrated as of now into the system, and the process continues. So that was the journey. So we are involved with it for, let's say, 26 years now, and last 10-12 years we have made this system Yoga Pranavidya as a system now.
That's really wonderful to know about it. So, with what vision you have formed Yoga Prana Vidya and how it is touching the life of different people?
You see, the point is the two important parameters I'd like to put it in front of you, which I dwell into very deeply. Compared to our previous generation or previous generation, we have moved in forward in technology, in facilities. We have come totally a complete generation has changed. We are coming to mobile, internet, connectivity, travel, air travel, everything has happened, and we have started earning more money, and we have more abundance in terms of food, in terms of clothing, in terms of whatever you want. It is all there. Now the two main parameters is that if you look at it, even the life expectancy amount of also has increased. In India especially has definitely increased, but the question is quality of life is a point. So we cannot trade the prosperity for health. So health is wealth actually. So we cannot. Now very important 2 points. The question I would like everybody to ask oneself is that if I am more developed than what I was earlier, if I have more resources than what I had, if I have more money than what I had, it must manifest into two tangible conditions. One is, if I am more developed, I must be having more peace to myself than before. If not, there is somewhere I am going wrong. Second thing, that if I am having more gadgets, more things, and many things are taken care of, it means I must have more time to myself. So these two things not happening, there is something wrong which is happening, which has to be adjusted, and because of which people have landed in psychosomatic ailments. After acquiring all that, you find that your health is affected, your relationship is affected. Then what is the idea of dragging life? We are actually not living life, but we are dragging it. That's the point. So we want to address that. People have to address there is a purpose of life, and we must live a more harmonious life. So more important thing, address the health issues which are mostly psychosomatic in nature. Psycho is thinking and feeling, soma is body. 95% of ailments are psychosomatic. Migraine was one of them with which I was affected. Having handled it, I realized that we must now bring in this 95% component is missing, and I soon found that this 5% component which is physical, 95 is thinking and feeling, this 5% component is physical. Also we are not doing properly anything. Like exercise, breathing, diet is a physical component which will also enhance emotional, mental component. But to start with, even there, our ability to really handle this is not right. So we integrated all those things to enhance the productivity of people, happiness of people, and handle psychosomatic ailment, improve relationships, harmonize conflicting factors, understand the purpose, balance life, spiritual and material aspects of life. So this was the aim by which we came into this system, and we wanted to promote this health and happiness and purposeful life.
Okay. So if I may have to ask you, like, what are the roots of Yoga Prana Vidya? What would you suggest, and what is your thought process on that?
The very fundamental word yoga means union. Prana means energy. Vidya is knowledge. So the yoga involves union of two things. Union means there has to be two things to be union. A lot of people yoga have limited to understanding as yoga asana. Yoga asana means exercise, it is definitely needed. Pranayama is definitely needed, but yoga means union. These are the steps towards a yoga union of the lower with the higher, the personality with the incarnated soul, at the next level incarnated soul to the higher soul, and higher soul to the Paramatma divine spark, and so on up to Parabrahman. This is a process, yoga. So yoga is that process, and yoga with uplifting oneself from lower emotion to higher emotion, moving towards upper. And prana is knowledge of the pranamaya kosha, the energy body, by which physical body is within this energy body, and knowledge of all this is yoga prana vidya, to be able to handle not only psychological or physical ailments, but to uplift, to be able to develop greater union with the higher, and to get greater inner peace and bliss, the process of Yoga Pranidhya, it involves healing the energy body by various techniques to start with, to be able to move towards higher. So all techniques to handle the energy body are given in the system of Yoga Pranavidya by various techniques.
Okay. So what kind of people usually come to Yoga Pranavidya for to understand, learn different techniques and therapies?
Actually, anyone who is already, for example, affected, not getting solutions in psychosomatic condition, or in a situation of relationship, or situation of health, chronic ailments, they would try to come. But all walks of life of people have come into this system. Maybe it be scientists, maybe it be doctors, maybe engineers, maybe housewives, and all business people, all lawyers, all professionals have come into Yoga Pranavidya, and many have come for that, and many seeing the improvement in others. Friends and family members, they also have come into it. Even they did not have problem, but they have seen somebody improving better than before, so they said, what are you doing? So they came in by word of mouth, and that's the best way of propagating also.
So in fact, you have touched upon already a few specific areas where you have worked on. Like, any specific area would you like to say that these are the specific things or specialization within the yoga fraternity where you would be focusing more and then helping and healing more people?
We are actually focusing on spreading the techniques into schools, for example. Children are our future. We are bringing techniques of breathing and exercise to bring in balance, to bring in right and left brain balance, to strengthen their immune systems, and to improve their productivity, to improve their interpersonal relations, and schools have performed much better. We have much research on it. We are also spreading into harmonizing conflicting factors. We have spread to the spread of the teaching. We have conducted many open sessions and many sessions into many cities, in auditoriums, in many lecture halls, to all the people. We have conducted Yoga Pranavidya intro and healing sessions. We have conducted healing camps. We have conducted compassionate parenting and nurturing sessions, and for the parents to deal with children compassionately, because children are our future. And we have conducted program in schools for their improved health and performance. And we have now handling also at the same time by healing camps and other healing methodologies all chronic ailments which have a psychosomatic definite component, and all kinds of ailments we have actually been working for many years. We have documented, for example, something like 1800 cases, case studies. We have made booklets, we have available, and we are doing a research in this area so that more widely it can be utilized. We have on date 7 research paper published in scholarly journals nationally and internationally, and we have some 4 on pipeline. We are continuing our research, and we are focusing on all walks of life. Yoga Pranavidya must become a way of life, and every family must have a healer to handle the situations of the family, and peace must come on earth. Peace must come on individual and the family and earth. That's the main thing. So it covers all walks of life. Definitely it covers people who are doctors, because they also need to be distressed. Doctors, lawyers, police and other personnel dealing with criminals, they have more situations of stress to handle. So we want to penetrate there. We have been penetrating even into jails, for example. Wherever people are there, the jail is now called Sudhargar. That means there has to be some method of really revising the condition and bringing change in their life, like lifestyle and outlook, mindset. That requires Yoga Pranavidya, and we have conducted programs in these areas also, and we are trying to spread more and more. And all our programs in schools or jails or these open programs in general are free. And we have made YPV Sadhana app to address the needs of the people in terms of breathing, exercise, forgiveness, meditation. These are available to the children, available to everyone, and we are upgrading those things, available in several languages, English, Hindi and other languages. This is our component available, and this point of time where the need of the hour is to strengthen the immune system of people so that they can come out if infected in accelerated manner and substantially protect themselves from landing in infection. We are coming up with 3 live sessions on the Facebook, and that sessions are on. All these things are available in app, but when you come on live sessions, there is a synergy effect of the group, and there is a commitment and the development of the faith, and we have many feedbacks available on our Yoga Pranavidya Ashram YouTube page and our ypvgreatvision.com website. These informations are available. These 3 programs, many people got benefited. At this point of time, people are in stress. They can easily, sitting at home, join these live sessions. And they are very timed from 7:50 a.m. in the morning and 1 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Times. And many people in India and abroad are right now taking benefit of this. So it touches all walks of life.
So we all know that yoga is part of Indian culture, Indian health system for many years. And so like a backbone of our system. So using yoga, how Yoga Pranavidya is healing or treating the psychometric the sickness of the people.
You see, we use the word yoga is an ancient Indian thing. It is there in Vedas and Upanishads. And the essence of Vedas and Upanishads is also there in scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, for example. If you look at Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters, each chapter is a yoga. It's Vishada Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. Each chapter in itself is a yoga. It means uplifting yourself to connect to the higher is yoga. Whether by light, love, power aspects are the 3 aspects of our nature, trying to upgrade yourself to connect in 1 or the 2 or 3 or a combination of aspects has been described in Bhagavad Gita. If you discern it, it is there. But what technique, how to do it, people have to discern deeply and understand it. It is there. In ancient Indian systems, it is there. Theosophy has recognized it that in India these things are there. And yoga is there. And in terms of Yoga Pranavidya, if you look at it, the ancient chanting of names of divine or Lalita Sahasranamas, you find a reference to the chakras in that. Our energy body, like water in the field, requires water pumps and pipelines. Energy body, Pranamaya Kosha, requires to sustain it energy pumps. These energy pumps called chakras. So the Pancha Koshas are connected with the chakras. That means physical, emotional, mental and the Buddhic bodies, they are all connected through the energy centers when they are developed. The process of purification and withdrawal from lower to higher, automatically people get connected, and the knowledge of handling the energy body through these chakras is also Pranavidya. And what all ways this energy body can be purified, upgraded, is integrated Yoga Pranavidya, like physical exercise upgrades the energy body, breathing upgrades the energy body, right diet upgrades the energy body, forgiveness upgrades the energy body and balances, meditation upgrades and tunes to higher, yoga comes into picture, and then ultimately if somebody is affected, not able to do any of these things, a person who is healthy can become a channel to heal the energy body of other person. It requires learning. There are many levels of practice of Yoga Pranavidya. 3 main levels involve knowing the energy body and doing it at a primary level. Next, we use advanced techniques using color pranas to handle chronic ailments. Next, we have the psychological ailments, relationship and stress and other psychological ailments can be handled, including addiction to a great extent by regular practice. It takes time, but there are techniques in Yoga Pranavidya level 3. So the 3-level program is there to handle the energy body and purify this energy system through chakras and to aura itself. And we have to integrate, because you cannot avoid exercise, you cannot avoid right breathing, you cannot avoid right diet, you cannot. So we introduce the part of this yoga thing from Yogi Ramacharaka, who has gone very systematically in around 1900 AD, and he has systematically said, it's not only right diet, you have to go to nature when you are affected. Go to God's diet. Fruit diet is the best diet. And Having right diet is one thing. Eating in the right manner, how much to eat, when to eat, how to chew well and eat, and how not to eat, how not to fill the stomach, everything he has commented. How to work on contraction and relaxation, how to maintain your energy, body, posture, exercise. He has covered everything in detail as far as the breathing is concerned, exercise is concerned, and as far the diet is concerned, as far the water consumption is concerned, things like that. These are all to become part of life. It is not something separately to be taken like a medicine or a pill at this time, that time. And how many times they are to be done, it becomes part of life. So in Yoga Pranidya they introduced all these things, and it is very ancient in nature. Yogi Ramacharaka has compiled and brought down to very minute detail on every aspect of body, immune system, lymphatic system. In fact, he has said one major statement which I would like to put in. We have forgotten how to breathe properly. We are not using our lung capacity. He says one generation of proper people, proper breathers will change the human race to such an extent that disease will become a curiosity to be looked upon. He has such made a profound statement only on breathing. Because our life starts with breathing, ends with breathing. If this activity is performed better, if we utilize the existing lung capacity to a higher degree, lot thing can be done. And breathing itself will take you from physical into emotional balance into mental clarity as you practice. So that's the greatest thing. One of the greatest things everybody must learn is this. And anybody who is really sick, of course the healing is there. A healer can become a channel to heal. And anybody with average intelligence can learn Yoga Prana Vidya. Very simple. If anybody can cook food, he has to do certain procedure to cook food, make dal, make vegetable. This much is not the procedure to do simple Yoga Prana Vidya technique. It is as simple as learning it. Anybody can learn it. It does not require. The great beings, great teachers were great healers, but we are also not great healers, but we are also healers to some extent because we are also human only. They have also grown from human to superhuman. They have grown to Atmas to Mahatmas, become teachers. There is a process and path. Lord Buddha has not become Buddha. He is not dropped from the heaven and become Buddha. He performed himself, upgraded himself and become Buddha. So are all teachers. Yogi Patanjali has not become Yogi Patanjali straight away. They have performed some attacks. So that procedure is given by the teacher. That's why there is a path and there is a human heritage. All that Yoga Prana Vidya is not anybody's property. It is human heritage. We are trying to see that we can go back to nature. If you are affected, go back to nature. We must learn from the animals, When animal is sick, it does not eat. Lankanam paramaushadam. And when you are sick, I would like to put it very simple. Go to God's diet, that is fruit diet. Because you don't load the digestive system, recovery is faster. And chewing well is very important. All these things, Yoga Ramacharaka, in terms of preliminary requirement to practice higher forms of yoga, is all this. We are looking at the bottom level of the layer of the thing. Actually, yoga is union with the higher. But without fitness, a recent international conference, Sri Ravi Shankar was telling, if you are in Samadhi, you will not get Bimari. If you are in Bimari, you cannot go to Samadhi. If you are in oneness with the higher, you would not be having any disease. But if you have disease, you cannot have oneness. Without the physical body fit, emotionally body balanced, mental body having clarity, you cannot connect to the higher. So that requires sadhana, yama, niyama, self-discipline, moderation, and all these things are the basic lower steps to be able to connect. And the healing comes is to help the person who is affected. He needs help. A healer can heal himself or heal others. Very important point in healing is like this, which you must promote and propagate at this time of infection. The energy body interpenetrates, extend beyond the physical body for a person, for a patient and you. You can heal without touch. Like Faraday law of induction, our fans are moving because you put energy in one coil, it comes out of the other coil. There is a mutual inductance. Same way, if you are with a healthy person, you get benefited by the positive vibe of that person, and if you got it with a different person, you get affected by the same way. So there's a mutual inductance taking place. So the healing energy follows thought. Since we are interacting with at a distance now using technology, our bodies and our connections are divine. So we can heal anybody at any distance, because our energy bodies are part of the earth energy body. Like every neuron in the brain is connected to every other neuron. By energy follows thought. By interaction, by choice you can connect to somebody and interact. The same way, by choice you can heal anybody anywhere. At this point of time, we must be given opportunity to heal people affected. We are ready to offer our healing services free for the present situation infected people. So we need access and we need support. We need feedback so that we can do a good job. So that's the great thing of Yoga Prana Vidya at this point of time. Ultimately, they have to learn how to eat, how to breathe, how to exercise, how to forgive, how to balance their emotions, how to work on themselves. But when affected, children are there, old people are there, others are sick, they need help. Yoga Prana Vidya offers a fantastic complementary healing tool at this point of time, which must be utilized.
Yoga Prana Vidya is doing really fantastic things and a lot of good initiatives. Within India, you have already talked about some of the initiatives, some of the activities which you are doing for the stress release, for the different departments, police, doctors, and other people. Apart from domestic side, in the international level, what are the activities and how would you want to connect with different people, and how you expand your network?
Actually, our people are connecting it internationally to other countries. We are not having great presence outside India, but it is there. We have actually been attending conferences in India and abroad. We attended last year in August in Chicago, Adult Development and Aging. We presented Yoga Prana Vidya for adult development aging in a psychological conference. Very importantly, we were called, so we went all the way to conduct that program. We also conducted orientation Yoga Prana Vidya programs at least 4 places in United States of America. And we have conducted Yoga Prana Vidya level 1, 2, 3 courses in Miami for a good number of group of people. So we are in touch with them, we are helping those people and they are practicing. It is a matter of time. Yoga Prana Vidya will be recognized as a very complementary healing modality with respect to any and all other systems all over the world. It is inevitable and we are working towards it systematically. It has to go with word of mouth and it has to go with help like people like you promote it. At this point of time, again we are saying our 3 sessions are there. Many people in quarantine condition and other conditions have got benefited already by these live sessions. Many people at home stress, they are benefited. You can just look at Yoga Prana Vidya Ashram YouTube page. So many get benefited daily. There is so many feedbacks are pouring in, and we have really handled also few COVID cases effectively. We have feedback from them and they recovered faster. Quarantine people, family members, they were tested negative, they recovered, percentage of recovery is very high, and people recover fast. These things are happening. Those who are interacting and connected to us through family members, we are doing it. But at a greater level, if the government and institutes come forward, we can really help at a greater stage. We have also science and technology of yoga and meditation, Satyam, under departments of science and technology has asked for papers for research. We have put up a pilot project to do distant healing to the affected patients. Recently we have done it. It is in process. They have to approve it, then we can showcase that this works and take it at a wider scale. And we have capable people today generated over the period of years, selected in-house trained more than 100 fantastic healers have been developed over a 6 years period. Apart from that, we have something like 1500 healers who can heal. We can handle a great quantum of healings if properly channeled and coordinated. And at this point of lockdown and possibility of infection, distant healing is a boon. Like we are interacting in distance, we can also heal distantly. As already mentioned, the technology is there and a lot of documentation is there. but we still are ready for a pilot project or a research so that we can take it widely, and it's a need of the hour.
So, if I may have to ask you, the kind of different challenges while establishing the Yoga Prana Vidya, what are the biggest challenges you have faced, and then some of the major milestones which you may like to talk about?
Yeah, you see, one of the major milestone is that we wanted to conduct this 1-year program. Yeah, so we needed resources, and we worked for generating leaders for the future needed 1-year program. Not just learning, but we needed fantastic healers and fantastic trainers so that it is taken forward. And that required some very specifically trained people who investigate it, not believe things blindly, study, meditate, practice, improve themselves, and come out of their own conditions. Everybody has some condition or the other, more or less, and like improvement in BMI, some diabetic condition, some heart condition, some skeletal condition. All the people more or less who have come into these programs. We have 1-month programs. We started. The challenge was to start a 1-year program. So 1-year program is for very selected people who are already contributing to the system, and they may be upgraded spiritually, upgraded in terms of study, research, etc. So this program starting was a challenge for us. We worked for it, and it took 6 years of effort to be able to start this program in 2014. In this ashram we are conducted 6 programs already, and we generated 100 or more people very specifically from these programs, and these will be the future leaders. So we have generated the people, and after some time we will have even some more of them, and then it is also their responsibility to propagate. So we want this system to go forward. We want to multiply leaders for the future. That achievement starting point in 2014 was a big milestone, and second is after 6 years 100 have crossed. Okay, that itself our one big milestone crossed. We already have substantial number to take on for the further work. Nothing ends here. We don't stop here. It is in the process. So it has been a milestone, the two things. And yeah, now the other point is that research. Everybody questions research. We have published in last 1.5 years 7 research papers in national and international reputed journals, and 4 are under process. We have documented from voluminous number of cases. Many people sitting for 2 months, 3 months, zeroed on properly documented cases. We have documented 1700 cases. About 170 cases are connected with infections, lung infections and other infections which have been treated distantly or in presence, and all are no touch in any case. So we have this voluminous thing available in Yoga Prana Vidya ashram, and this voluminous thing has been done in last 1 year's time. So we have really achieved certain milestones, and we are in a position today Yoga Prana Vidya is being considered and recognized. And one other thing is that we are trying to that Yoga Prana Vidya be recognized by Ayush as a complementary and alternative healing modality. Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga has conducted 2 of our comprehensive courses including YPB level 1, 2, 3. So it is coming into curriculum of main institutes, and that's another big milestone, and it is going to happen in other institutes sooner than later, and the work is getting accelerated, and it can enter into schools. Our YPV Sadhana app is already being practiced in schools. Hassan was one place in Karnataka district, Hassan district. It has been implemented in many schools there. In the process, what has happened? Hassan this year, the last session, has moved up in the SSLC examination from 7th position to top position in the state, and the ranker 1 also came from Hassan only. The Hassan schools have seen considerable improvement in their students' performance, and one of the international conference, a paper was presented on that improvement in a school in Hassan. So we have data at hand, proof at hand. We can take on. We need more hands to do it. I'll put it very simply: if bottle of water with dirt is given to me, I'll filter it, boil it, strain it and make it usable potable water. But if I have to clean a lake, not possible by 2 hands, we need many hands. So to clean the energy body of the earth, to bring peace on earth, requires many healers, many meditators to channel peace on earth. Our other main program is planetary peace meditation or metta meditation or great invocation, by which we can bring change in the earth. This is what is the program done every day 3 times. And apart from that, we use all other techniques to raise the consciousness of forgiveness sadhana. We say negative thinking causes negative things. We can do positive thinking and positive affirmations, and we can also reflect and erase unwholesome things and focus on the positive things. This is positive affirmation. All this is part of our session and schedule. One important thing in this is that we have been on the session for last now 38 days, going to be 40 days in a day or two. Now we have conducted research on 12 people who attended these sessions, 3 sessions daily, which included exercises, breathing, forgiveness, meditation and group healing for 1 month. 12 participants, and monitored at the beginning and the end their brain wave. They came into alpha state, which is a calmer state. Their heart rate variability improved, brain wave improved alpha state, their left and right brain balance has increased, documented through measurements of the brain wave, and the EEG and other measurements. We have seen that documentation is HRV, heart rate variability, from moderate to highly calm state, good state, stress coping ability state it has come. Their BPs have reduced, their pulse rates have reduced, their BMI has reduced, their lung capacities have increased. All this have been documented in 12 people. Okay, so that's the kind of case we are in. So like that, we want to do research on all aspects, and we want to people. One important thing is that we should not believe things blindly. At the same time, one should not reject things blindly. In the name of science, you reject things blindly. If something has happened, if it has happened, don't question that it has happened. You question how it has happened, you don't know. Don't question that, don't say that it has not happened. If somebody healed by our system, which was not healable by other means, in one of the research papers, we have healed ailments which are not treated by modern medicine. Those cases have been documented. That means it has become an alternative, because they had no other option, but this option they recovered. May it be a diabetic case, may it be polycystic liver kidney case, may it be arthritic case, may is a poor vision case which nothing could be done. We helped in those cases, and so many such cases are presented already in researchly documented in scholarly journals. So now people cannot say that it does not work because they don't know how it works. They have to look into and investigate and further help us and see the documented cases if it has happened, and we will generate more scientific evidence in future. And we will also adopt what science is telling. Very simple example, there is enough research available that salt kills, salt is not good. We in Yoga Prana Vidya promote no salt diet. Everybody knows sugar is not good. We have stopped sugar long back. Salt also is stopped. Refined products are minimized with our system. We go by research where implement what all is required and drop what all is not required for good health and happiness. And if it can be, health can be handled by in 10 means, why only apply 1 means? So that is what is integrated. We have to apply at all levels to bring out a benefit, like a mother tries to get benefit for the child. Yoga Prana Vidya is working towards addressing the need of everyone, so that they can handle themselves. And after that, very important thing, people who get benefited by Yoga Prana Vidya, they themselves become healers. They are empowered. That is human heritage. It is passed on. They can handle themselves and they can also help others. So this is how it spreads. It is not only I can heal. If I can heal, you can heal. Very simple. That's all. That's the main thing. And we will multiply.
So from here, what is your vision and mission? How you wanted to take Yoga Prana Vidya to a larger scale, to connect with large people and help them getting treated and healed up?
Yes, we want to get into institutions, yoga institutions, schools, colleges. We want to make it recognized by Ayush, recognized as the complementary healing modality with respect to any healing modality all over the world through our research, to our propagation, and to our spread of Yoga Prana Vidya classes. We have developed many trainers. We have something like 250 trainers today, and they will take on. We have something like committed healers, like 1500 healers today. We have, I said, 100 very advanced healers available, generated to the ashram. We have very senior trainers at the apex level, 12 of them. We are mentoring at next level, and we have created an organizational structure. We have a research wing. We have a scientific group available attached to Yoga Prana Vidya. They are all independent bodies working towards the same goal of bringing peace on earth, bringing peace in every individual and family. We want every family to have a active healer, so that families are maintained, and we want to spread demographically within India. We have a plan that we should be able to touch maybe every district by 2023 or 24, and we will, every state, maybe few states are less penetrated, some states are more penetrated. By 2025 we want to bring peace in India. We want to lift everyone to the higher emotional level, make their hearts bigger, make them smile, make them understand the need of others, work with choice, not under pressure. If we are successful in achieving this by 2025, we think by then numbers of our trainers also multiply. We would be in a position to take on the world and bring peace in the world by 2030 or earlier. This is our point. But before that, we have to prove in India. Okay, our timeline is 2025, and we are moving in that direction. We will handle all obstacles. We will do all that is required to be done. And yes, we will flow like a river and do all the things required to be done in upgrading people, educating people. We are publishing articles. Our articles are being published. YPV.greatvision.com contains the details of feedbacks, our video interviews, our live programs, our articles, our research, our everything is there. Right now we have got into these live sessions in Facebook. Sri NJ Reddy is our Facebook page. SHRI NJ Reddy is a Facebook page on which our live sessions are on. If you promote this, we will be very grateful. Second is our YPV Sadhana app. YPV Sadhana app in English and multiple languages. It will help. And the third only thing is that people must learn, and online classes have been permitted by our system today. We have many trainers in India, and they can join online classes. If you connect to any one of us, any of the trainers or promoters, we will guide how they can be healed and how can they be trained. And anybody connects to us with a problem, at this point of time we are ready to give free support in terms of healing and guiding them to practice YPV Sadhana app or join them to these live sessions at this point of time.
So as my last question, would you like to give any specific message to our audiences who are watching this video interview with you, and then any specific message to them?
You see, ultimately the word Jnana, understanding, external, you have to understand who we are. We have to have an inner journey to understand who we are. This reflecting to oneself is a real reflection called Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga external, there is one internal. You want to find about what is outside, then you have to look into what you are. Know thyself. You have to know what you are, what emotion and thoughts you are having. So you have to work on them. We have a specific techniques. After that, you must look into what you are and what there is a purpose of life. When we say Yoga Prana Vidya or meditation or anything, when we heal, they get connected up even temporarily, they get divinely guided. We will not suggest anybody you do this or do that. Know yourself what you are. At least to do this exercise, breathing, forgiveness sadhana, and planetary peace meditation become a channel so that you can connect to your own nature and you know what you are supposed to do, what for you have come. Know thyself, because that's the only sure way. And to be able to fulfill your requirement for the family or society or fulfill karmic obligation, it is very essential that you maintain your good health, emotional balance, mental clarity. So that is what is love for your family. You are available healthy for a long time, so we provide all these techniques. After that, one must look into know thyself. Looking into oneself inside is Jnana Yoga, and looking into in and knowing it, removing something unwholesome, trying to do good is Karma Yoga. So both are involved. One has to decide and do it oneself. But we will provide tools for person to get connected to his inner nature through all the techniques, integrated techniques, and also holistic method.
So thank you very much, Mr. Reddy, for coming on the Professional Times, and it was really wonderful talking to you. We learned so much things about Yoga Prana Vidya and your initiative, and we wish you all the very best from the Professional Times. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your organization giving us the opportunity, and thank you, Mr. Kshitij Varma, to be with us and giving us the opportunity. May God bless you and your organization. May bless you tremendous success. Thank you. Namaste.